For nearly 3 decades, Mike Pilavachi was one of the most influential and highly praised leaders in British evangelicalism, mainstreaming charismatic practice and inspiring young Christians to train for ordination through the Soul Survivor festivals. However, in April 2023, his reputation began to collapse when allegations of inappropriate behaviour were investigated and substantiated by a Church of England investigation. In this video, we will unpack the influence of the ministry of Pilavachi, detail the allegations made against him, and analyse how this has impacted the UK Church. Pilavachi's ministry began as the youth pastor at St Andrew's Chorleywood in Hertfordshire, from which he and a small team in 1993 planted Soul Survivor in nearby Watford. That same year, Pilavachi also launched a youth-focused festival under the same name, which would grow substantially into a movement of tens of thousands of young people who were often drawn to him and his charismatic theology through his humorous, self-deprecating preaching.
And then I went home and I thought, oh no, it's not long now. This is going to be the humiliation of my life. And I thought, what do? And then I thought, you know what? If I can't get the gift of prophecy, I'll try the gift of guessing. And then I thought, you know what? That's really not going to work unless you have a word like, the Lord says you're a man. And even that you can get wrong these days, can't you? And so I thought, oh no. What am I going to do?
Mike Pilavachi and Soul Survivor are recognised to have had a huge impact on the church in the UK. Writing for Religion Media Centre in 2019, journalist Tim Wyatt stated that the movement has been instrumental in mainstreaming Pentecostal charismatic Christianity in Britain, highlighting that commentators say the festivals played a significant role in catalysing and inspiring many young Christians to pursue ordination and church leadership. Pilavachi would subsequently be awarded the MBE in 2020 for services to young people and received praise from numerous Christian leaders both nationally and internationally.
I've said already one or two things about Mike, but Mike and Andy, what you're doing in this church and in this movement is extraordinary. And the Church of England and the church wider than the Church of England, the church in England owes so much to you and Andy in this church.
Mike has been our friend for many, many years. To me, he's one of the most Jesus-like characters on the planet. He's an Anglican priest. You wouldn't believe that when he comes up, If only he was the role model for all Anglican priests in the world, it would be a wild place. But he is just a lovely man, very kind, very generous.
However, Pilavachi's reputation began to collapse when it was announced at Soul Survivor Watford in April 2023 that the Church of England's National Safeguarding Team had opened an investigation into allegations made against him. The statement made to the congregation did not divulge the allegations' nature. However, details became public when accusers who had formerly taken the Soul 61 Gap Year programme anonymously revealed their experiences to the Daily Telegraph. They accused Pilavachi of encouraging them to receive full-body massages in their underwear in his bedroom and to partake in vigorous wrestling matches that could last as long as 20 minutes at a time, sometimes in church. They also accused him of psychological torment, with the tension and promise of a prestigious life in ministry only to be dropped. One accuser, highlighting the extent of this behaviour, described himself as part of a conveyor belt of young, athletic, attractive men, usually around 18 to 21, from broken homes or with traumatic childhoods. As the investigation progressed, Pilavachi was suspended that May before resigning in July, stating on social media that he sought forgiveness from anyone he had hurt during the course of his ministry. The investigation came to a conclusion in September 2023, confirming that the allegations received by the National Safeguarding Team had been substantiated. This led Soul Survivor Watford to issue a public apology and announce the launch of an independent review into their culture and practices in relation to the handling of these allegations.
We are grateful to all those who have contributed to this process and who, by coming forward, have brought Mike's abusive behaviour into the light. We are deeply sorry to all those people who have been victims of spiritual, emotional, and psychological abuse, physical wrestling, and massage under Mike's leadership. The investigation found that there has been a systematic pattern of coercive and controlling behaviour.
As Pilavachi had a significant influence on charismatic evangelicalism and Christianity in general in the UK, the impact of the allegations and investigation has likewise been significant. Many Christians who had attended Soul Survivor festivals felt forced to reflect on their own experiences with the movement, most notably many youth pastors. In the run-up to that year's National Youth Ministry weekend, one of its organisers, Martin Saunders, revealed in an interview with Premier Christian News that there would be a need to do an awful lot of pastoring of youth leaders because they are the people who've either grown up at Soul Survivor and events like that themselves, or they've been taking, like I have, groups of young people to Soul Survivor for 20 years or so. Saunders also revealed that the conference would be providing a special session to give people an opportunity to process some of their emotions, some of the sense of grief and trauma that we feel about that. The investigation into Pilavachi has also further undermined confidence in the Church of England's ability to safeguard effectively, adding to a string of scandals relating to prominent church leaders. In particular, it has indicated that some bishops feel limited in how they can address allegations in their dioceses. When calls were made in June 2023 for an independent investigation into Soul Survivor, the bishop of its diocese, Alan Smith, stated he was unable to instigate one due to the possibility of disciplinary action being taken against him. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel for more content.